Welcome back to the Exultimate Firehose, the show where I read Elon Musk's entire timeline so your screen time report can keep lying for you. I'm Jim, August 6, 2026. One day, 30 posts. And not just any day, because somewhere in the middle of it, Elon Musk announced, with the casual energy of a man posting brunch photos, that he is building the largest and most valuable building in the history of planet Earth. It's called Terafab. It will be 50 times the size of the Pentagon. And by dinner time, his own chatbot was measuring it in bananas. We will get to the banana. We've also got Starlink deciding which airlines deserve to live. An actual working plan for a giant catapult on the moon. Elon's mom entering the chat, and a one-word geopolitical ruling with the chatbot receipt stapled to it. Before we open the valve, quick word from the Department of Shameless Honesty. This show runs on you. Tell me in the comments what you want covered next. I read every single one. It's honestly becoming a medical condition. Subscribe on YouTube and hit that like button so the algorithm learns you have excellent taste. Follow DGTL Dreamscapes on X for the chaos between episodes, and share this with one friend who still thinks a factory is just a big shed. All right, goggles on. Here comes the fire hose. Our day begins at 9 a.m. Texas time when the official Tesla account announces that Terafab, the chip factory to end all chip factories, will be built in Grimes County, Texas. The reasoning is beautifully simple. Tesla and SpaceX will need more chips than the entire planet currently makes or is ever planning to make. So rather than wait in line, Elon is building the line. 23,000 likes, 3.1 million views, and one county commissioner's office in Grimes County that presumably had a very interesting morning. 50 minutes later, the boss himself weighs in, and I need you to appreciate the framing. Quote, Terafab, Texas will be the largest and most valuable building on Earth by far, and it will be stunningly beautiful. Stunningly beautiful. Most companies announce a factory and lead with job numbers and tax incentives. This man announces a factory like he's launching a fragrance. 75,000 likes, 11 million views. He knows his audience. Minutes later, he posts a single word, Terafab, over an aerial render that looks like two starships docking with the shopping mall. That is the entire post. One word and a picture. 47,000 likes and 4.7 million views. I write jokes for a living and my best post has 11 likes. I'm not bitter. I'm just saying. And when the Doge designer account pointed out that this thing looks more like a sci-fi city than a chip factory, Elon replied, sci-fi city is what we're aiming for. 22,000 likes, 3.6 million views. The chip factory has a vibe now. Cue the fan accounts declaring that this is, quote, literally sci-fi and that Elon Musk is literally turning science fiction into reality. There was a lot of literally going around on Thursday. And by mid-morning, the timeline was wall-to-wall futuristic renders. Robovans, cybercabs, Optimus robots strolling around like it's opening day at a theme park. This building does not exist yet, and it already has a fandom. Now let's talk size. Because on Thursday, the size comparisons became a competitive sport. An account called Nick Cruz Patena posted a chart lining up America's biggest buildings. Giga Texas, 10 million square feet. The Pentagon, 6.6 million. Apple Park, the Mall of America. And then Terafab, looming over all of them at 100 million plus square feet, like an adult who wandered into the kindergarten class photo just before 8 that evening. Elon quote tweeted it. Terafab will be 50 times the size of the Pentagon when complete. 50 times the Pentagon. The Pentagon is so big, it's named after its own shape, and it just became a rounding error. Then it got dumber, in the best way. Grok, Elon's own AI, jumped into the replies with an image titled Banana for Scale. A banana, the Pentagon, and an aircraft carrier photoshopped onto the state of Texas with the caption, relative to the Terafab, the banana is basically a quantum fluctuation. And Elon reposted it, the richest man on Earth, boosting his own chatbot's banana meme about his own building. This is the timeline we chose, people. Earlier that evening, when a gaming commentator called the Terafab vision video a mega structure that looks like a cyberpunk city, Elon replied, it will be awesome, with a sunglasses emoji. 1.8 million views. That's the investor briefing. Sunglasses emoji. Oh, and one fan calculated that the site sits precisely a 420-mile drive from Starbase, quote, as foretold in the prophecy. Of course it is. Of course. It is. Now, you might assume the largest building on Earth would be the ceiling of this man's Thursday. You would be wrong. Buried in the Terafab hype was a detail so unhinged I had to check it twice. And superfan Stephen Mark Ryan helpfully screamed it in a supercut, in all caps, mass driver on the moon. According to the breakdowns flying around Elon's timeline, SpaceX is planning a lunar mass driver, an electromagnetic launch system, essentially a giant coil gun Catapult, that flings solar-powered AI compute satellites off the moon and into deep space. The stated goal, in Elon's words, path to petawatts. Petawatts. We have officially run out of normal-sized words for electricity. And Elon spent the whole day co-signing the vibe. Under a Starship photo collage captioned, "Humanity is about to step into another world for the first time." He dropped a one-word reply. Yes. 3.3 million views for one syllable. But my favorite entry in this genre came when a fan pushed him even further. And he replied, and I promise this is real, "You're right, but one step at a time. Next step is extending consciousness permanently beyond Earth, ideally during this civilizational upcycle. One step at a time, sir. The step is a moon catapult. That is the measured, conservative version of your plan." He even reposted Peter Diamandis sharing an article titled "Speed Running Star Trek" about NASA's new administrator wanting thinking space probes and a robot-built moon base. And honestly, "Speed Running Star Trek" is the single most accurate description of this timeline I have ever heard. In between announcing megastructures, Elon found time for some light empire maintenance. When CNBC's Andrew Ross Sorkin raved on air about his Starlink experience on a United flight, Elon quote-tweeted the clip with a prediction: whether or not an airline has Starlink will be a deciding factor for consumer choice, especially on long flights. 2 million views. And somewhere, every airline executive without a SpaceX contract felt a cold breeze on the back of their neck. Then there's the ground game. A widely shared breakdown detailed SpaceX's plan to build a terrestrial cell network by tucking small radios called femtocells into existing Starlink dishes on rooftops, on gateways, and on Tesla Superchargers. So the place where you charge your car is quietly becoming a cell tower. Sure, why not? Everything this man touches eventually becomes infrastructure. And that evening, Elon quote-tweeted Starlink's own marketing post, the one promising broadband, even out on the range where the Bison roam, and added a single word: Starlink. That's it. The brand said the brand. 500,000 people saw it. Peak posting efficiency, folks. The Bison, presumably, remain offline by choice. Now, while one half of Elon's brain was rendering sci-fi cities, the other half was doing politics, because this is still the Elon Musk timeline and the Firehose sprays in every direction. The day started before most people had coffee, with a repost of activist Scott Pressler telling followers to flood the Senate's phone lines until the Save America Act passes, complete with a fill-in-the-blank phone script. 15,000 reposts, 34,000 likes. By mid-morning came a quote tweet of a flowchart, an actual flowchart with arrows, arguing that Milton Friedman was wrong about immigration and the welfare state. Elon's caption: "This is what is happening." 4.8 million views on a diagram. But the post of the day, the one I had to read 3 times, landed just after 8 in the morning. Underneath a long thread about Somali history and American politics, Elon dropped a one-word verdict: true. And attached to it, a share link to a Grok conversation. Let that sink in. His citation was his own chatbot. That is like settling a family argument by calling your own son as an expert witness. "Your Honor, the boy agrees with me." 3 million views. Case apparently closed. That evening, he went full History Channel, quoting a video about the Berlin Wall with "easy to tell who the bad guys are" by looking at who has to build a wall to keep people from escaping. He also amplified a viral post accusing the Red Cross of deleting a migrant journey video after a horrifying murder case in Britain. 41,000 likes and 10,000 reposts on that one. And boosted an article titled, "Dear Europe, it's not racist to have a rational immigration policy." Look, you can judge the politics for yourself. That is genuinely not my department. My department is pointing out that the most watched account on the planet settles contested questions the way the rest of us order coffee. One word, no waiting. And sometimes the barista is a chatbot he owns. And then there's the family and miscellaneous file. Mae Musk, Elon's actual mother, posted that men are larger and stronger than women and must not be in women's sports, calling it common sense. Elon hit repost because nothing says healthy family group chat like amplifying your mom to a few 100 million strangers. 22,000 likes. But my personal favorite, from the miscellaneous pile, a fan account posted an old clip of Elon saying, quote, "Don't pursue money, make useful products, and money will come as a consequence." And Elon, the richest human being alive, who less than an hour earlier had announced the most valuable building on Earth, replied, "Yes." 4.2 million views. The man co-signed his own advice about not pursuing money on the same morning he announced the most valuable building in human history. The self-awareness department was unavailable for comment. Elsewhere in the empire, Tesla North America announced it now recovers over 90% of key battery materials like nickel and cobalt from recycled cells, with a goal of 0 Tesla batteries in landfills. Genuinely commendable. Got about 1/10 the engagement of the banana. And over in Grok world, Elon boosted a tutorial on making an entire short film with Grok Imagine, the new Imagine Video 1.5, which apparently does motion, physics, and audio now. So the roadmap, as I understand it, build the chips, power them with a moon catapult, and use them to make movies. A perfectly closed loop, no notes. So let's recap Thursday. Elon Musk announced the largest, most valuable, and his words, stunningly beautiful building in human history. His own chatbot measured it in bananas. There is a moon catapult in the roadmap, and it's described as the reasonable next step. Starlink is coming for the airlines, the Superchargers, and the Bison. His mom made the timeline. And a contested geopolitical question was settled with one word and a link to his own AI. That was one day, folks. One day. And the genuinely deranged part is that Friday will probably top it. If this show saved you 13 hours of doom scrolling, here's how you pay for it without spending a dime. Subscribe on YouTube and tap the like button, because likes and comments are genuinely the only language the algorithm speaks, and feeding it means more Firehose lands in your feed automatically. Drop a comment telling me what you want covered next. I read every single one, and I absolutely steal the best ideas. Follow DGTL Dreamscapes on X to catch the clips between episodes, and share this with the one friend who still measures buildings in feet instead of pentagons. I'm Jim. This has been the X Ultimate Firehose. Stay hydrated. The water pressure only goes up from here.
Hmm.